Well, I guess there is much more awareness in terms of technology. People have understanding of what they can do, where they can find out information. More than that, I am getting the feeling that people are ready to understand and implement the DIY, the do-it-yourself policy. And we have been getting a very interesting response to our appeals to, telling people that, you need to understand this technology and transfer it to the community for which you are working. And for every capacity building or a training program that we have been organizing, we are getting a very encouraging response. So I guess things are definitely improving. Yeah, in fact, two, three things are happening. One is that ever since we have been going to the field to install, we make it sure that we do not install without the community. It's a first condition that we put forward, that if you do not have the community, we will not be able to install. So you have to bring your community members, and we ensure that they actually work with their hands, and we remain in the background. That is one. On the other hand, there are several radio stations in the last 1 year who voluntarily have said that look, I mean, if you can guide us, we will install it ourselves, you really don't need to come. And we encourage that okay, if you can do it, really that's the way it should be, and we don't want to come because we going there, installing there also entails a cost. So if we are talking about low cost, if community can do it themselves, we provide complete information, and we also have a video manuals for showing people how to do it. And for example, Kalanjiam radio station recently had to replace their antenna, and they did it themselves. So I think lots of those examples are coming up. The cost is where it was, let's say 3 years ago. We have been trying to see where we can cut down the cost. But the main problem is that a large chunk of our money, the community radio's money, go for the taxations. And having said that, it's a two-way game. If I ask, if we do a kind of advocacy to government saying that you cut down the tax, then we don't know where exactly to hit, because cost is not only about the transmitter, it's also about the studio. And I cannot really convince the ministry saying that on all mixers or all consoles or all sound cards you cut down the tax. That doesn't going to happen. It's not going to happen. So we don't know how to approach that situation. So to answer your question, I don't think we have made much progress in terms of bringing down the cost. Maintenance, we are of the opinion that there is no company in this country or in the world who can reasonably give you annual maintenance contract kind of a service. It's not going to work, at least in the community media sector. Just look at the situation. A small village in West Bengal, if I, we are a small group, but if I was a big company, even then, if I had to send an engineer to repair a transmitter, it would have been extremely impossible. Yeah, and that's what most people are facing who have dealt with the big companies, because they can't sustain. The only solution to this problem is that the community have to build their own capacity to handle at least 60, 70, 80% of the problem. The remaining 20% of the problem is a serious problem. Then either the transmitter or the equipment can come to the laboratory, or some engineer can go and do it. But that should be only 20%. 70, 80% of the problem should be sorted out by the community members themselves. And our initiative or our effort should be towards building their capacity to understand and do the basic maintenance of the equipment.